What is up guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style, and today I'm bringing you the first in my push to Legends League series. Now I'm going to be trying to do this on my Townhall 10 account, so I recently just finished maxing out my King to level 40, so I thought now is probably the best time to try and push. I think it's going to be a challenge. I definitely think this is going to be very difficult. I'll be happy if I get to Titans League, because right now my highest, which I mean I've never really pushed overly hard, I got to 3679 in Champs 2. I really was never pushing, I was just sort of farming in Champs. I've never actually properly pushed, so this is definitely going to be a challenge for me, just committing the time that I need to do this. But for the majority of my pushing, I think I'm going to probably be using this army here. So Queen Charge into Dragons. I will be bringing a Stone Slammer, as well as Freeze, E-Dragon Loon probably, something like that. Maybe change to a Wall Wrecker at some point to push the Queen in, not too sure. Probably will mix it up. But I'm sort of looking forward to this. It's going to be a challenge, it's going to be tough. I'm pretty happy with this base that I'm rocking at the moment. It's very rarely gets 3-starred, it's usually 1s and 2s, so it should be decent enough to push with. Attacking wise, I've been doing alright. You can see 97 time fail, 94 time fail, 188%, that wasn't time fail, but 97%, I'm doing alright. That was just, I'm not sure, dropping in trophies there. But you can see I'm doing alright. So we're going to take a look at a couple of these replays. These first few were not Queen Charges, they were more Queen Walks. But we are going to go in and take a look at them. And if you did see, they were 3 days ago. So I've not really started my push. This is going to be me starting. And you can see I'm just going to be showing you guys a couple of my replays, and then we will finish off with a live attack. Going to be starting off with my Queen on this right hand side. Going to push her into this base, and we really could do with getting into that air defense. And luckily the Queen goes around the corner and should be able to get in range of that air defense. Rage Spell was used to take care of the enemy Queen. Of course, I'm always aiming to take care of the enemy Queen as and when I can. Going to use 2 lightning spells on an air defense. I personally like to use those lightning spells to take care of an air defense rather than 2 rage, but that's just my personal preference. Queen is going to continue walking around this bottom section of the base. We do have a single target Inferno, which can cause some serious issues, so always need to watch out for those, but that is why I have the freeze spells. I'm guessing I bring the dragons in probably from this right hand side. Queen is going to continue pushing through. We have a rage spell to keep her on going on through these buildings. At this point my King was only 39. I did have a Book of Heroes luckily that I could use on him to get him up to 40 once I got the resources, and you can see 5,945 Dark Elixir was pretty handy indeed. King is going to continue pushing around here. I was ever so slightly worried the healers might swap over to the King, so I used his ability to try and get him out of there. In comes the Stone Slammer from this bottom section. Queen is going to continue pushing on through. I'm guessing I use a freeze spell onto that single target Inferno. Yes, going to go down right there to stop too much damage coming onto the Stone Slammer. First Rage is going to go down there to push these dragons in through that bottom section. Queen unfortunately going to be stuck shooting on a wall. Dragons luckily going to take out that building, then going to move on to the air defense. Stone Slammer getting some huge value, and out comes the E-Drag, and under that Rage spell the E-Dragon's Chain Lightning, excuse me, will get some tremendous value too. So we're going to continue pushing around this base, and luckily that one wizard is going to take care of the air defense on that left hand side. E-Drag still getting huge chain value right there. 2 Seeking Air Mines unfortunately taking care of that E-Drag, but look at the amount of dragons we still have up. This is going to be pretty easy. Queen is still up with her ability in hand, so this one went exactly as I had planned. Queen walked all the way around that bottom side, pushed everything up through the bottom, and like I said, I was very happy with this one. Not too sure how many trophies I ended up getting, but at this point, like I said, I was just pushing to get that Dark Elixir and to finish off my King. Queen's ability is swagged right there, and a 3-star is achieved. Only 19 trophies. Obviously now I'm pushing, I'm going to be looking for much higher offers, probably high 30 offers, something like that. But let's go and take a look at another one of the 3-star strategies using this. So we'll go for this one right here, which was 2 days ago. So you can see these are well upgraded Town Hall 10 bases. Indeed, we have 2 single target Infernos, which I really do not like attacking. I do not like attacking those single target Infernos, because as soon as they lock onto your queen, you either have to use the freezes or you have to use the ability, and if they wear off and they get locked back onto the queen, she goes down pretty quickly. Unfortunately here I did use my king. I wanted him to continue walking along that left hand side of the base, but unfortunately the queen is going to pull him into the base right there. But we do now have an opening into the base, which I was hoping this queen may walk into, and luckily she's going to get swung around to that left hand side, and then she'd push in and should be able to take care of that enemy queen, as well as 2 of those air defenses. Rage spell just goes down in time. I was slightly worried the queen might get taken out right there, but the enemy queen is already dealt with. We should be able to push in, take care of that king, then deal with both of those air defenses that are on the top. 2 lightning spells down on this one on the right, of course, because that other air defense on the left hand side was getting upgraded. So got slightly lucky with this one. Pretty handy that that one was going up. Pretty much means they're an air defense down. So if I hadn't 3-starred this, I certainly would have been pretty disappointed indeed. We are now onto the dark elixir storage and then onto the air defense. Going to start off my funnel with just 1 dragon down on this bottom section. I'm guessing I will be pushing in through onto that air defense that is getting upgraded, and then into the center of the base. The air defenses, the air sweepers, sorry, are pushing down and pushing up, so we shouldn't have any issue with them as long as we push directly in from this left hand side of the base. 1 free spell is going to be used on that single target Inferno there on the right hand side, and then the next is going to be used on this one on the left. Unfortunately it does lock onto the Stone Slammer, but luckily for us the dragons push through that rage spell and are able to get the job done. Another rage spell just to get through that town hall nice and quickly, and to get through the air sweeper. Out comes the E-drag from the clan castle. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get too much chain value from that E-drag, unfortunately, as these dragons are going to be able to wipe through the majority of these bases, these defenses, excuse me, pretty quickly indeed. Queen is going to continue walking around this right hand side, getting some great value from her. If you can keep your queen up in any queen charge, queen walk, anything like that, you will be on for a winner, as long as the rest of your attack goes well, because having her on that back end to clean out some of these buildings is very, very good indeed. And the queen is going to clean up pretty much all of this right hand side. The dragons push from the left, headed down to the bottom, and are going to help this queen finish off right there for another 3-star for me. 26 trophies, slightly better. Let's go in now and do a live attack. Not too sure how I'm feeling about doing a live attack. This will be probably my first ever live attack on this channel, so bear with me if it goes absolutely horribly. I will come to you when I find a base to hit. Okay, so I think we're going to go in on this one right here. Only 23 cups. I couldn't really find any good offers. I did do a little bit of searching, but I think we're going to push it in from this side right here. Queen and 2 air defenses we should be able to get with the queen charge. So let's just go in on this. Going to start off with the queen right here. Get the healers, of course, down on her. We're going to get rid of this builder hut right here. We need to make sure these wall breakers get through, so we're going to rage up the queen, and oh, I'm going to have to pop her ability. That was very, very close indeed. Going to get a couple of wall breakers in there to get through. We are now into that first section. The enemy queen is down, so I'm going to start dotting in a few wall breakers just to test the air, see if there's anything in there. Just going to keep spamming them in. We don't really need anything else. Looks like clan castle is already coming out, and that is going to cause us some issue indeed. We definitely don't want that P.E.K.K.A. doing too much work. I'm going to get a wizard on this top side, as the queen is going to deal with the P.E.K.K.A. right there, then push through these giants. Already nearly a minute gone, so I need to keep pushing on through. We're going to use the king here on this left hand side with the help of a wizard. The queen is now finally getting onto those air defenses. Oh, thank goodness. She is going to push up to that one right there. Where are the sweepers? One right there. Okay, so I'm going to lightning this air defense right here. Going to take that care of that. We should be able to hopefully push in and deal with this multi-target inferno as well. 1 minute and 30 is usually where I aim to get my dragons in The king is going to be bashing on that wall on the left hand side. Queen is going to get onto this multi-target inferno. Unfortunately, it is going to lock onto our healers and do a little bit of work. We have already had to use the ability, so I'm going to have to use a rage spell right there to keep the queen up, and we are now going to get the dragons in from the bottom of this base. King is going to be used there on that left hand side. Need to try and keep that queen up if we can to try and take down as much of this bottom section of the base as possible. Going to use a free spell there on the Expo and that air defense on the bottom section. Stone Slammer not getting as much value as I hoped it would. Unfortunately, this sweeper up here is going to be doing a lot of work onto our dragons, pushing them around the outside of this base. We need that E-drag to do some work in the center of this base and hopefully chain onto some of these other buildings. The dragons just not able to get the job done here on the bottom section of the base. Finally, that multi-target inferno goes down, but I'm thinking that timing is certainly going to be an issue. Looks like these builder huts are probably going to cause us some issues. That E-drag probably not going to be able to get any more value as that air sweeper is going to push him out of range, unfortunately. Dragons are going to continue pushing on through, but we only have 2 in the center there, and that air sweeper is going to be battling against us. So unfortunately, it looks like this one is going to be a high percent 2-star. But that is the game you play. I couldn't actually, when I was going in, see where that air sweeper was. So I completely messed up on that. Definitely shouldn't have deployed them. Probably should have gone in from this left hand side and pushed through like that. The queen is going to get hit by a few defenses there, but it looks like it's going to be a 95, maybe even 96% 2-star. So a bit gutted with that. Was hoping to get off to a 3-star to start off this series, but still a 96% 2-star time fail. It's not too bad. Pretty happy with that. Not bad loot as well. 15 trophies is okay. So let's just return home. And we'll just call it a day there for this first episode. I've never really done this style of episode before, so let me know if you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably get into a routine at some point, but at this point it's just a little bit strange me doing these live attacks on air as well as showing some of my multiplayer replays. I'm really used to just showing war recaps. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've got any thoughts on how I should do this series, or any ideas on strategies I could use. And yeah, leave a like too if you did enjoy the video. I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that might be. Peace.